Come on. There we go. Hello, everyone. We are here for the post jury show live stream. You've got me and our founder of Eurovision Fam, Alicia Michelle, here as well. We're going to be talking about post jury final. So, Alicia was in the press room. Do you want to kind of kick off and talk about what you guys saw?
Well, yeah. So Diodato is giving us the performance. Well, actually, this is the negative, I would say. Diodato is not giving us the performance that we would have had at 2020, and I low-key was expecting him to come back, and I'm like, they should have just done the staging package that they were going to do in 2020, so then we would have been able to be like, see, this is what they would have done, or whatever. But no, it's way too many people on stage, but it's good. Were you in the camp that Italy was going to win 2020?
No, I was in Iceland's camp for 2020.
Yeah.
I think with Italy,
which I think was the correct camp. Quiet as it's kept. Well, actually, not even quiet as it's kept. No, that was the correct camp.
Yeah, I think Italy got a lot of support for this song after COVID hit. So if we wouldn't have had COVID, this song wouldn't have been such a moment for everybody. And I think that's something a lot of people tend to forget when it comes to that. But no, I do like Fire More, but I don't think it was going to win. I really do think Iceland had the momentum behind them. I really do think so. So hello, Georgios. You're always so loyal to us. So today was the jury show for Semi 1. Were there any ones that stood out to you particularly well in the Semi?
I'm really nervous about going live because honestly, Rai and every Italian artist is just a thing, and so this is just piping through the press room, and it's like, okay. I just don't want to get flagged, is what I'm saying.
I totally get it. Just want to make sure you don't get hit while this is going through. So I will kind of keep you guys entertained while we wait for the rest of the team to come in, and we wait for some more.
Okay, it just ended.
Okay, there we go. We don't get flagged. There we go.
It just ended. So it's not too awful. But yeah. So let's talk about the semifinal one. It's interesting because a lot of people were kind of asking me, like, okay, have your predictions changed that much? There's maybe one swap that I would be bold enough to make. Mm-hmm. But pretty much I think I actually am locked on my pre-rehearsal predictions, because also I will say over the past couple of years, my pre-rehearsal predictions have actually been more accurate than my after seeing the rehearsal predictions.
Okay.
And I think the reason why that is really because it's like I think people are honing in a little bit more, because then you see it live and you're like, oh, but you start thinking, oh, maybe people will latch onto this. Maybe people will latch onto this. Maybe people will latch onto this.
Yeah.
And sort of that aspect of things. And ultimately, it's like, no, I think ultimately it is the song. And so that first initial reaction kind of to the song, I think maybe carries, it might be a 60-40 thing where it's like, okay, first reaction, and then 40 on like, okay, like there's some people who could possibly give it away, and we can talk about this. But hold on. So I think the jury's top 3 could be Greece, Ukraine, and the Netherlands.
I see Greece and the Netherlands in that top 3 for the jury, but not Ukraine. I keep getting nervous because I know the juries tend to not like rap music, and Ukraine is giving us some rap music.
I think that I think that's possible. I also would say too, I think that Portugal could surprise a lot of people, and I think that Portugal could end up doing some things.
I can see that. Like, I could see even Portugal. I think the jury winner might be between Portugal and Greece. I'm getting that kind of a vibe going on, just because like Portugal is so beautiful. Like
Portugal, the way that it hits in the stream. And I just want to kick off and say, hey, Eurovision Fam. Actually, I'm with Eurovision Fam, and I just decided to add on my YouTube page because I was getting a whole bunch of dings of people like, are you going to adjust? Are you going to add some things on? Blah, blah, blah. So welcome, Eurovision Fam. It's not just me. So all of you people who come to my channel just to hate, you should go over to like Eurovision Fam because it's like a lot of smart people and not me, you know?
Well,
so then you don't have to hear from a... what's the latest? A clueless bitch who hates Serbia and who has mindless questions and content. You don't have to have that. So come on over to Eurovision Fam because most of the time I'm literally not here.
Yeah, this is like I think this is the first time we've had you. But speaking of Eurovision Fam, I'm going to bring in another one of our team members, Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you? Hello, Alicia, and hello, Eurovision Fam.
Hi. So yeah, we're just kind of chit-chatting about, the first semi and the jury show that just ended there. Do you have any kind of thoughts about who you're expecting to see do well tomorrow?
Oh, yes. So from what I've heard and been able to see a little bit today, it's sounding like France is doing pretty well, although that's the big five. I'm just happy to see that they're doing well. It sounds like pretty much everyone that I'm expecting to do well is going to do well, and the staging and everything else for some of the ones that we all know should be doing staging, should be doing a train, should be doing a little bit more.
Yeah, like a little bit more is expected there. But yeah, let's go ahead and you can see kind of a couple of, let me see here, comments. Let's go ahead and hit this one because it is somebody who was competing in the semi, which is, do you think Latvia is going to break the non-qualification record tomorrow? There's a lot of energy in that performance, and a lot of people tend to really like it. So maybe. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm at a maybe right now with Latvia.
I love Latvia's energy. That is the one thing I can say about Latvia is they bring energy. I don't know if that can fully push them through.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the main concern. It's like, is that energy going to be enough? I think people at home are going to like it because it's so colorful. So it really does stand out because it seems like this year we're getting a lot of black and white in the stagings, and so that's when that's all full color all the time there. Just go ahead and hit another one. I'm just trying to find more.
No, you're good. No, the black and white seems to be a huge theme for this year. But they are a fresh air pop of color, which is really nice. Just like how Reddi is also a nice fresh pop of color throughout like a sea of black and white kind of going through. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if it's enough.
And yeah, the performances are over now for the jury show. Let me see here. Here's one. That's one from Sweden. How was the jury show? At least you would have to answer that one for you.
Yeah. Hello, Derek. The jury show was good. It actually made me feel like Eurovision really was starting. Like it feels, I think with the turquoise carpet, it felt like, oh yes, like we're in the season. But even showing up to the arena, because some people might think I'm in a bad mood today. Here's the thing. I woke up in a great mood. I woke up, the sun was shining. It was warm weather. I had an amazing shower. I picked out a great outfit today. And I was damn near skipping my way, to the press room today. And I was so hyped for it. And then it was like, we had to kick off with the bullshit. And then it was like kind of one of those things where it just continued. And it was like, I was in such a great mood today. And now I don't even want to say I feel like shit. But I just was like, oh, now I'm like annoyed. You know what I mean? It's like I had like the annoyance bug on my shoulder. So then when we watched the dress rehearsal for the jury show, it was like I was late, not because of me, but because of logistics. I was late. So then it's like the first one from the dress rehearsal I even got to see. I walked into Lithuania. And it really took me the whole show to like get it together because I just was like, I'm just so perturbed. So then when the jury show started tonight, it all felt good. It was like that was the click of like, boom, we're here. This is great. It's going to be great. Sydney, I want to let you moderate.
Okay, I got
So
you.
I won't hop in. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and keep going through these comments here. I'm just trying to find something else to highlight. Let's see here. Do you fear that Albania is going to get Triana parked and people will think she is abrasive and too intense, especially starting off? I don't think so. And when you say like Triana parked, you mean like not qualify?
Yes, they're talking about not qualifying. And Sydney, you didn't watch the jury show performance, and I'm going to tell y'all right now. Because y'all know how I get, you know.
Here's the thing. So these are the notes I have.
Because I missed Albania in the dress rehearsal because we were all waiting in the security line. Logistics. We only have one, like, when you go to the airport and they have the things where they scan your bags. Why are we doing one? Why are we doing one? And why are we only opening an hour before the show starts?
Logistics.
It is sexual. I did enjoy it, but it's a little nasty.
But is it
Miss
good
Hajati,
good?
Miss Hajati, if you're nasty.
Okay, so we're going to go with some Janet Jackson nasty. There we go. So it's the good nasty. You know what? I'm always down for the good nasty. I really, really am. You got to keep that up.
I feel like Ronela is just going to serve it and serve it well. She's been going for kind of a little dirty, a little nasty. I think she's going to give it.
I mean, I'm okay with it. That the music video was giving me that same vibe.
Yeah.
She's got her shirtless men all greased up. It's what
like
she deserves.
Very Christina Aguilera dirty. I feel like that's kind of what she's going. And I'm not worried about Albania.
No, nor am I. It's and it has the
Hold up, wait. It needs to qualify. I want to see it in the final. But if the question is Triana Park, I thought Triana Park was going to be a cakewalk. True. I thought that was going to be a cakewalk. I thought that was direct, like no question. Period. It was nasty. And I don't know. Look, I'm a dumb American. I have no clue about any of this. I don't know anything. And Europe might be telling, here's the thing. If people were looking at Achille Lauro and saying, oh, this is too much, Ronela was a level 2. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, one is, but it was... there were moments where it was like...
You're clutching your pearls?
But like I said, I liked it.
I'm here. We're just here for a show. That's what I'm here.
I liked it.
And the great thing about that song is when you turn that on, you're getting everything you tune into Eurovision for. You've got something not in English at certain parts. There's a big vocal, huge beginning of the song, eagles screeching, everything you could possibly want in one Eurovision entry, really.
Dance breaks, ethnic bop.
Exactly.
Just attitude, everything. Camp as high as you can get because Ronela is a camp queen.
Oh yeah, everything. Here's another one. Will we see Portugal finishing in the top 5? In the jury, I would say yes. I'm not sure about with the televote included as well. Just because there's something about Portugal this year that is magic. And I feel like if you're someone who either writes music or works in production, you're going to find that there's something really magical going on with what Portugal is bringing.
I love Portugal. Portugal, hands down, I can see top 5, near top 5. Portugal is just cakewalking through.
Yeah. My main concern with Portugal is always will Europe get it?
That's fair.
I mean?
But I feel look at the stage. Look at the vibe that they're bringing. It's a very calm, chill atmosphere.
Yeah, it's just everything. It's just something about that one is really special to me.
Yeah.
I'm just looking here. Okay. So here's another one. Who do you think is the top 3 of the jury in your opinion? With the jury, you have to think about vocal too. I'm thinking in this semi, Greece, Portugal, and the Netherlands are my guess of who's in the top 3. Don't necessarily know what order, but I feel like that's going to be our top 3 when we get the results on Saturday, the full breakdown.
Oh yeah, Greece, easy.
Yeah. Just looking here. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to look here for comments and things.
Okay, I'll hop in. Netherlands has a shock non-qualification. I don't think so, but I would say the thing that makes me nervous about it is if we remember back to Cynic. And I'm not saying that this is the same as Cynic because we all know Belgium can't stage. So this is not the same. This is not the same as Cynic, but I do think, cool girl, cool styling, but minimal styling. I don't think it's at risk, but I do think it comes early in the show, and if people decide to mix things up, and I do think the way that they've done the running order here is they're almost asking people to make decisions. I do wonder if Portugal ends up edging out over the Netherlands. But I think it's qualifying. But if it didn't qualify, I would probably point the finger at Cynic and Belgium. But again, completely different scenario because Belgium can't stage.
Okay, I can see that there. And then we have another one here. Hey girls, how do we feel about Lithuania? Love Lithuania.
I'm in love with Lithuania, but I'm scared.
Yeah, that's me too at this point. I know I was getting cocky earlier on in the season. Oh yeah, Lithuania, surefire. She's in contention to win, but I'm getting a little worried about her now. I really do, really do love that one, and I really want that to qualify because I think it's such a special song.
It's so special. Monika, she just brings something so special to the stage, but I am so scared that this is where I'm afraid that Europe is just not going to get it or not care enough to push her through.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Do you see Croatia or Bulgaria qualifying? Honestly, no. I'm not seeing either one of those making it through, guys, unfortunately. But I don't think either one of us is going to have enough of a chance to get through for that there.
Just a whole lot of no.
No. I don't think Norway's top 3 for jury. Norway's definitely top 3 for televote. The vocal's good, but I just don't think the jury is going to necessarily go for something that's that kind of a, fun novelty-esque act.
Jury maybe around top 5, maybe televote 100%. They're going to have a very, very high televote. Norway is just
they're qualifying. Fun. But they're qualifying, I think, off the back of the televote, not the jury necessarily. Is Greece being overhyped by the press, or could it contend for victory? I think Greece could contend for victory, especially with that opening part, the vocal. It's just her with her backing track, which is just another voice. And that's a special moment, and it's very arresting. And even in the clip, you can kind of see where there's moments of silence. And those moments of silence hang well and work so good with the song, go with the staging as well.
Amanda's presence on stage is powerful. Her vocal is just, you feel it. You feel her vocal. Her staging is great. Greece is, we could be heading to Greece.
I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with a Greek win. I don't necessarily think that's what's going to go.
But it's possible. They're in there.
They're in there. There's that clump of 5, I think, that could still do it. And with this question here from Evangelos, did Greece have a sound problem, an echo? I don't think that was a sound problem. I think that's just the way the track is written. Because when you listen to that, listen to it.
No. What was happening in the press center was on our side of the press center, we're hearing the song at a delay. And in the EBU, I think, offices, they're getting just the direct live feed where we get a slight delay. And so the whole entire opening effect of the I'm in your backseat, was completely ruined
Uh,
because because it was like we heard the first part and then we get it. We hear the first line and then we get it. And it just completely pulled me out of the experience. And y'all know this is one of my favorite songs. And I mean, I'm having a little bit of like a logistics annoyance because that was just, I mean, it just was awful. Like, it just ruined my entire like viewing experience of it. It's not something that the juries will experience. It's not something that people at home will
Okay.
experience. It has literally nothing to do with the actual broadcast. It is just the experience that I had to hop into that song, which was completely ruined because I'm hearing 6 seconds ahead, then I hear the sound in the room. 6 seconds ahead. So that whole like hollow opening, that whole like kind of arresting moment that we get, that's so, I think, powerful with Greece to just sort of set the tone and put you in the space to receive the rest of the song. I just didn't get that being sat in here because there was a sound being piped on the other side that was louder, that we could hear, that was like about 6 seconds, 8 seconds ahead of what we were getting here on the press side. So there's no actual issue with the sound in the arena. There won't be an issue with the broadcast, so no one has to freak out. It's just the experience that I had,
Okay,
and the rest of press had.
so it's just a press
Okay,
thing.
so it's a press room issue.
Yeah, no one else would press room
Yeah.
there. Do you believe that Ukraine will win and deserve based on the performance? I don't think Ukraine's going to win. I've been saying that nonstop. I really, truly don't think Ukraine's going to win. And the main reason why is because Europe tends to be rap phobic. Rap songs tend to not do very well at Eurovision. And Ukraine is giving us a rap song. So I cannot see Ukraine winning.
I love Ukraine. I love what they're doing. I don't think the jury will place them in the top, but they will be very, very close to the top. And
Yeah.
televote, obviously, they're going to place very high.
Yeah, I think that's going to be what happens there as well.
Italy is up.
It's up
Now.
All right.
Okay, so she can't really talk.
No,
feel
nope.
like someone else is coming in. We can't get hit by those pings, y'all.
No, we
everything
can't
turned
get
down.
those pings as much as we want Italy. I want to hear Brivity live. I want to. Gotta wait till
Alright, so
gotta wait
here-
for the finals.
Blue entries have never won. I can think of a blue entry that's won. I could definitely think of a blue entry that's won. Let's see here. Just keep scrolling.
Do you see Iceland and Denmark eating each other up and not qualifying?
No, they're not even in the same bucket. No, stop.
Like, are you just saying that because they're both like lady bands? Is that why? They're like completely different songs, number one. I have seen Denmark qualify. I can see Denmark qualifying with this because I've seen Denmark qualify with less. It's a catchy song. It's performed well. There's lots of color. It's bright. It's cheerful. It's something that a lot of people are going to be able to attach on to and enjoy. That being said, I am a little worried for Iceland, but that's just because it's kind of, this is a really hard semi as far as I'm concerned. Like, most of my favorites are in this semi, and
Yeah.
I do get concerned, but I do love Iceland's entry. So I am going to go ahead and bring in another member of the Eurovision fam who's ready to go. We've got our pal Augusto here. So hello, Augusto. How are you?
Hello.
You're on mute, honey.
Unmute. We need to hear you.
Okay, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi,
I lost-
good afternoon, everyone on this side of the planet. Good evening, Alicia, and everybody in Europe. Everybody, nice to join.
Yeah, exactly. So, do you have any thoughts you want to kind of go over that you like? We kind of been kind of talking about a little bit of everyone. Was there anyone you want to bring up specifically tonight?
So, I've been following on Twitter the previews that TVE has been sharing today, and I'm afraid for Albania for some reason. The little bits that I got to see were not that impressive to me.
Mm-hmm.
But Ronela remains a great performer nonetheless.
Yeah, I
So
think
that's
I
what I
really
can
do.
add for now.
I know Ronela brings it each time. She really does. So do you think there's any chance for Latvia and Slovenia? At this point, I'm thinking there's a chance for almost everybody going through. But Latvia does have a lot of color, and Slovenia is going to get that charm. Like older people are going to be able to see that and go, "Oh, that makes me think of
Okay,
back in my
Slovenia
day."
is charming, but come on.
Yeah,
Latvia,
no.
The running order is killing both entries.
Yeah,
Latvia comes too early without opening the show, and Slovenia is kind of sandwiched in the middle, and I think that's what's hurting it.
yeah. I'm going to go ahead. We've got another member of the team who's coming in now. So we've got Elda. Are you ready to go,
speaking of,
Elda? There we go. I'm going to bring Elda in. So hello, welcome to the stream.
hello, Elda.
I can't hear you. I think you're on mute. Yeah, we still can't hear you. This is a
Nope.
team live, so this is only people who work on the team. Hello. Here I'm gonna. Did you? Nope, that just means I'm gonna put you down again while you figure that out. Okay. All right. Where were we at?
Speaking of running order, though, just to look at it, who do you think besides like Latvia and Slovenia just kind of got buried in the shuffle?
Croatia.
Yeah, Croatia doesn't
Yeah.
benefit at all. Those two, like it's just one of those things where, with the way the running order is, because Croatia comes after Portugal, right? It goes. Are me crazy?
I want to say yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to double check it. But yeah, like I think Croatia comes after Portugal, and it's just like it's not a good spot. Not a good spot for them to begin. Okay, let's see. Did Norway get a fair amount of applause? I'm so scared the jury will tank them for not being a serious ballad.
The thing is, Norway is a solid like industry pick, and I say this in a good way. You know, it's professional, it's clean. The team is known in the industry. Norway is definitely going to make it through. It is not going to make it through. There's nothing to be worried about with Norway.
Oh yeah. How do we feel about the Netherlands? I think that Estina is really striking, and like the way the lights work with the song, it almost feels like the lights are singing along with her, and that's gonna additionally that's gonna give you a visual thought to go with when you get to that the hook of the song, which is really the oohs and the ahs.
Yeah, no. Netherlands, gorgeous, stunning looking staging, amazing vocals. I'm not too scared for the Netherlands.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to see here.
I struggle because the song is really good, but I don't. I need to watch also that preview because TDE shared it as well. But yeah, good. Looks very stylish about them.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about them. I was never really nervous about the Netherlands. Are you able to, Alda? Yeah, I still can't hear you. Yeah, we still can't hear you, Alda. Okay, a question. A question for you all. With the UK being so strong this year and a huge chance to win the jury final, do you think the UK can win this year? I feel like I want to hold back from that. Like, I feel like they could win the jury, but that's the only thing I'm confident in possibly saying. But even then, it's like, I don't know, because there's like a clump of 5 songs. And I would say the UK is in that clump of 5 songs that I kind of get that feeling for.
I love the UK. I absolutely think they need to be as proud as they possibly can be. Sam is bringing them back onto the stage of Eurovision. He's doing an amazing job. I don't think he's winning the jury. I think he very, very proudly can say that he's brought the UK back towards the top 5 overall in Eurovision.
Yeah. And I mean, like, that for the UK,
That's
top
huge.
10 would be
That's huge.
massive. You know what I mean? Absolutely massive for them too. Do you think Armenia and Portugal will qualify? Like, both of them or one of them? Because I feel like one or the other would get through. Because we've got a lot of strong solo females this year. And it's just going to depend. But, like, at the same time, those two songs aren't similar, you know? They have totally different moods. So I wouldn't think that those two would conflict with one another.
I'm very confident with Armenia going through. Portugal, maybe. I think the jury will put her through. Televoters, not that confident. But I think both can make it happen this year.
I think both could probably make it in. Armenia is a very cute, boppy kind of song. And Portugal's just a mood.
So do you think will Switzerland take someone's spot in the final? No. I don't think Switzerland's qualifying. Like, I know I kind of have like a reaction of, oh, you know, I like the staging. I think the staging elevates the song, but I don't think it elevates it enough to qualify.
So my question is, Alicia, because you were able to see what was going on today, whatever time it is in Italy, sorry. How did you feel that, like, how is Pia Maria? How is Austria today? How was there actual really good vocal this time, or are we still hearing the backing vocal?
Yeah, so I think that people are really adept at, because here's the thing, most of the press corps, it's not like people are coming from a vocal or like musical theater background or anything, so that's like, we should start. But most people who are watching the show don't come from that background at all. It's really easy to hear a note that is flat or wrong. It's difficult to hear something sharp. And we had a lot of sharp moments, like moments where I was like,
yeah.
Like it's like you're almost there, but we're not quite there. Is it enough? I don't think so. Even though this was definitely an improvement, and I mean the staging package is nice. The thing is, I think a lot of people have been talking about Pia's vocal, and I don't think that that's just the only issue here. I don't think the running order is actually serving this that great. Quiet as is kept. Quiet as is kept. Yeah, quiet as is kept. It's like we have Denmark, which honestly, at this point, I think it's making it through. That I know people weren't thinking that it would, but it probably will. And then even if Iceland didn't make it through, it's so warm. It's such a transition. I don't know. And yeah, the vocal wasn't awful, but it wasn't. The vocal wasn't awful, but also like there's a moment where when the performance starts, Lumix starts talking.
Yeah.
He's still doing it? He's still doing it?
Yeah, I think it's like, I understand he wants to be a hype man and everything, but you have such a short amount of space there. Do you think Portugal, Lithuania, Iceland, and Netherlands and Greece can all be in the final? If it were me, it would be yes, that they would be in my final. However, it's not up to me I mean, I think it should be. But we're going to lose at least one of those, probably two of them. Like, we're going to be definitely losing one or two of those guys. And I don't want it to happen.
At the very least, we're losing two. And I don't know which two. And I am scared.
Oh, wait, I don't think we're losing two. I think we're losing one.
Just only one of those?
I think it's only one.
Okay.
So you're more optimistic than I am. Would you be down for Portugal 2023? I'm always down for Portugal to win. I'm not going to lie. I'm always...
But we live in reality and it's not going to happen. But it would be great if it did, but it's not real.
Yeah, exactly.
Would love to. I love the fact that MARO is just... It looks like they came back, especially after the positive COVID test that happened in their delegation. Like, they're just coming back full force. And it sounds like from the performance, they just kind of showed up and it uplifted everything.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that necessarily. Let's see here. Okay, who could pull Croatia 2021? And that would be like someone who barely doesn't qualify.
Well, meaning like, yeah, they don't make.
They don't make it, but everyone thinks they're gonna make it. Well, did everyone think Croatia was gonna make it last year? Would that be like a shock non-qualifier? Because I enjoyed it, but I see why it didn't get through.
I thought it should have went through.
I mean, I don't. It's one of those things where it's kind of tricky to determine, but they barely missed out.
Like
Norway
just edged. Oh,
yeah.
I'm so
Norway
salty.
qualify? Yes. Like, I don't understand. Norway's qualifying. If Norway doesn't qualify, I don't understand how they couldn't qualify, frankly.
That would be that Croatia 2021 comparison. If Norway doesn't.
No. I
But
don't
Norway
know
will be
because
the
Not even.
no. Because like if Norway is getting through. Like Norway is a package that
They're going
juries are going to give it some love. The televote's going to embrace it wholeheartedly. There's no way that Norway does not get through. Okay, are we going to lose
Just
most of the native
between
language
the
entries on the
televote
semi?
Saturday.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see here. Native language. How many native language songs? We have Slovenia, Lithuania, Netherlands. Who else is native language? in the semi? Ukraine, of course. Ukraine's qualifying. Don't have any doubt about that.
Yeah.
I don't think
Portugal has a verse, and
Portugal
Croatia
has their
has a
verse.
verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we're going to lose all of them at all. I think that we're maybe lose one or two.
And Albania, of course, has language.
Yeah. Let's keep looking here. I don't think is Monika dead in the water? I don't think so. I think that she still has a chance to get through.
Dead in the water? Don't think
I
so.
don't think so either.
Possibly just left behind, stranded on a desert island. Maybe.
Yeah, possibly. Ukraine, Greece, or the Netherlands. Who has more chances to win the jury vote? Greece, I would say, out of those ones. I think Greece is the strongest option for the jury
Greece.
to have one.
Greece almost hands down.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I don't think I don't know. We don't think Portugal's winning this year. We just like appreciate the song. We like it.
I love Portugal. I love their whole vibe this year.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can see that happening, like Lithuania coming 11th. Like you're barely missing out. It would break my heart, but I can see it happening.
It would
So.
it would be a little bit of heartbreak.
Yeah, they want us to talk about Albania. So you're gonna be right back. Okay, hold on.
Albania.
Ronela is amazing.
What do you want us to say that we haven't said before?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like, absolutely adore her. Staging is bold. She's bringing a lot of energy to it. Lots of her. Everything about everything you want in a Eurovision entry you have in her song. It's such a great overall package, and I'm rooting for her. I really am. Do you know about Fanta Eurovision? I do know about Fanta Eurovision. I have a team. Are any of you guys doing that one too?
I don't.
I haven't updated it. I'm scared.
Okay, is the winner from semifinal 1, semifinal 2, or the big 5 (4 group?
Semi 1, if not the big 5. Sorry.
Semi 1.
Semi 1 or the big 5.
Semi 1 is what I'm feeling.
I think it's big 5 and then semifinal.
Yeah, semi. So I mean I know who you're leaning towards, Augusto.
I think Augusto and I
Yes.
might be on the same page with the big 5.
Yes.
Look, I just want to go in slow mo.
It's for me. It's definitely yes, totally. Totally.
Okay, so
No, so for me again, Big Five is not semi-final.
all right, so we kind of want to make sure we're hitting on everybody who is going to be who's competing or who competed today. So we've already hit on Portugal. I'm sorry, we've already hit on Albania a couple of times.
We did.
We've hit on Latvia once. Augusta, you weren't here for that. So do you have any thoughts you want to give us about your feelings on Latvia?
I think the song is very fun. I see the song struggling to get to the semifinal because of the warning, like Elisa mentioned earlier. But it's fun. It looks fun and gives us fun. So that's all I have.
Yeah, I do think the color helps it out. We've touched on Lithuania a few times. And then after Lithuania, fourth in the running order is Switzerland. We haven't spoken about at all, except for saying odds are he's not going to qualify. I do think the staging package that Switzerland is bringing to Eurovision is a strong one. I think that the staging they have does really elevate the song, but I don't think it's going to be enough to elevate it out of the semi. What do you guys think?
I hope it helps, and I hope that the vocal delivery on tonight's jury show does help. But I'm not a big fan of the song, although I get the message, and it's very true and very valid. I have doubts.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah. Do you have anything you want to add, Sarah?
I'm in the same boat. I'm very there's doubt. There's a lot of doubt there. I don't see it going through. I don't see it in the final. I don't. There's just not much of a path that I can see it going through. We would have to lose someone to someone's that would be pretty high tier.
Yeah. I agree 100% with both of you guys there. Slovenia. We touched on them very briefly. You guys know I'm a sucker for throwback. Slovenia is giving me a throwback.
Slovenia.
I don't know. I keep hoping that they're gonna qualify, but it would be a shock if they did. If you get my drift, it's like I love it, but I don't necessarily think it's gonna happen.
Slovenia is adorable. I love them. They're cute as buttons. They bring color. They bring life. They pay a great homage to an amazing era. No.
Okay.
I am not a huge fan of the song. I'm sorry. I don't see them in the final. If they do, it would be by the skin of their teeth, and we would have lost someone much more in a controversial way. We would have lost somebody that might have deserved it just quite a bit more.
Okay.
I have feelings.
I mean, hey, I understand. I had a rant about a country that a lot of people like that you guys can find on the Eurovision Fam channel. That might shock some people. But yeah, next one is Ukraine. We haven't really spoken a lot about Ukraine at all, so we're gonna touch base on them. I
think Ukraine has a really good package. Will it win? I don't think so. I see it. Televote maybe because people really can vote on their feelings on Saturday, but we shall see. They're for sure going to be in the final. The staging looks really good. It's a really good package. Winning the contest, I don't know.
Winning, no. Placing high, yes.
Yes.
Jury vote, yes. Staging, packaging, amazing. They do a beautiful job. Beautiful job.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to Ukraine next year, but I think that they're very, very
well, even if they win, we won't be going to Ukraine next year, so that's not a false statement.
Yes. Unfortunate, but yes.
Yeah. I honestly think a lot of Ukraine's not winning. Ukraine's coming top 10, but they're not going to win.
They're going to place high.
They're going to
place high.
Ukraine.
They could win. They could win.
See?
They could win. I'm telling you, they could win. Watching the rehearsals and everything, it literally was the first performance that looked like a winner, that felt like a winner. That was the first one we got. It's like we're watching this whole show, and it was like, oh, yeah. Like I could see the whole, and also the thing about it being a hip hop song. Well, in the recap, you don't hear anything of the rap in the recap.
It's all
All
the
of the rap is the Stefania and then the flute and the energy you see on the stage. So that's
Okay.
not that. I don't think that that's really going to be the barrier that maybe we think it would be. So Ukraine could definitely win, and I mean the performance is super slick. Um, I think what they were lacking in the like national selection was it was a lot. It was a lot to look at visually, but Ukraine can stage.
Yeah.
So when it came to being on the Eurovision stage, we were able to keep that focus honed in, and it looks like a winning. It looks like a winning package. It really does.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, the one we haven't as entry we haven't spoken about at all is Bulgaria. I think the staging elevates this, but I don't think it elevates it out of the semi.
I love their staging. Oh, do I love their staging?
Mm-hmm.
They stepped that staging up so high.
Yeah.
It is
One
gorgeous.
moment. Yeah, I keep talking. I'm sorry. I have to kind of.
But oh boy, is it not a?
It seems that Bulgaria has not lost the touch on stage. They can still stage anything decently, minimum. I'm thinking of the song. I will always skip it. I'm so sorry.
It is not on my
but
playlist.
Yeah.
It is not on my playlist. I love them. I love what they've done. No. Could it get through based on staging alone? Maybe. Maybe it can. They do have a great staging package. I'm not going to lie. I will give it to them.
Yeah. Oh, I agree 100% with that. Now we have the Netherlands, who we've touched about a couple of times. I don't think, Augusta, you said anything about the Netherlands. Do you have anything you want to bring up in regard to them?
I did mention that I did watch a little bit of the preview that TVE shared earlier. It looks good, but I don't know. I'm not that confident of a very high result. A top 15 maybe.
I don't know. I think it's a striking look that we have there from the Netherlands. I don't know. I feel comfortable thinking that they're going to go ahead and qualify with that one.
I think the Netherlands has a good chance of qualifying. I
Mhm.
don't see it would be kind of more of a shock non-qualifier than anything.
Yeah. And the next one we have is Moldova. We haven't talked about Moldova at all, really. I think that this one's nice and colorful. It's an upbeat song, and it sounds like what you'd want to hear from Moldova at Eurovision. So those two things are going to be working in their favor: is the color and the fact that it's giving us, our strong kind of Moldovan look or sound.
Again, it's one of those ones where it's just like I enjoy Moldova's energy. I just do not see them getting anywhere near the final.
See, yeah, it's one of those things where I don't know, because I feel like they're kind of borderline for me at this point. I was more confident before we went into Eurovision, like before we went into rehearsals, but now that we have them, I'm kind of having them like I can see them coming anywhere between like 8th and 12th.
That's very generous. I see them between 10 and maybe 15.
Yeah.
Moldova's not my favorite. It's this year. I'm not a huge fan of Moldova, and it's not my cup of tea.
Did you want to add anything, Augusto?
I think Moldova is fine. Not my cup of tea, but the band always delivers.
Yeah.
So I think guys if they qualify, but
Yeah. Let's see. Next up is Portugal, who we've talked quite a bit about. But again, the staging is gorgeous. The vocal is gorgeous. It's beautiful.
I don't know what more I can say about Portugal. I love their staging. I love their vocal. I love everything about what they've done this year. Portugal should absolutely be proud. MARO just blows it out of the water.
Okay. Croatia is the next one that we haven't spoken about. I don't know. Like, I really do worry about Croatia.
She's
Just
my
the running
guilty
order
pleasure.
You're
She's-
worried about Croatia.
She's my
I was
guilty
worried about
pleasure.
Croatia before.
She's my guilty pleasure. I don't know.
I'm not mad at guilty pleasure anymore. Like, this packaging, the staging, it looks right. It looks better. They've elevated what they did starting from, their national selection up into the rehearsals now. It looks and sounds a lot better. I feel, she might just be Europe's guilty pleasure.
Yeah, she might be able to make it through.
I hope she does.
I mean,
Not this year.
Alicia's just like, no.
this semi's
no.
too
The running
strong.
order. No, it comes after Portugal, and then Denmark's coming out. I mean,
Yeah.
the song is not bad, and it could have if they gave it a better running order. Honestly,
That's-
if they had it following Austria, we could be in a different world. But
It's gonna get forgotten. Just
It's put into a spot that it doesn't do it any favors, which is absolutely fair.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are still going to enjoy it. Running order this year is just doing quite a few acts, not a lot of favors.
I know that the running order this year is a little odd, but it at first it made sense to me, and now I'm again lost with the running order. Next up is Denmark. Y'all know how I feel about Denmark in general. When it comes to this entry from them, it's colorful. The styling is great. It's what we saw at MGP. So just MGP again.
It
So
is
how
their
are you-
national selection. It's the same beautiful, colorful suits. Do love me, women in suits, They're rocking out. They've got that glam look. They're doing amazing. Did I think they would qualify? No. Are they probably going to qualify? Yes.
Yeah, like
With their
Denmark-
running order, with everything in their favor for this year, and just some of the way the acts are, yeah, we'll see Denmark in the final.
Oh yeah. Austria's next. I like the
Yep.
styling. I think it's upbeat. I just worry for Austria still.
I love Austria staging. I love what they've done. They've brought the halo, they've brought the party, but I think we've touched on this before, and Alicia's brought this up, and we've seen it in her videos. He does the DJ announcer at like a club kind of thing, trying to bring people in. Shouldn't be done on Eurovision. I like Pia Marina. I do. I like Pia. I really, really do. Is it good enough? I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like if this makes it through, it's solely on the televote one a party.
Probably.
Yeah.
It would be a hard party vibe.
Yeah. Do you want to add anything, Augusto?
Opinion group. I don't like Austria. Okay, can you listen? Can you hear me?
No, we can't really hear you. You're breaking up a lot. You're frozen
Yeah,
too.
because I think I'm gonna be the unpopular. Oh.
Okay. Now here you go.
I think
Okay.
Augusto is saying that he sees
Okay, can you hear
Pia
me now?
doing well.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, I think we lost Augusto there again.
think we
Let's go
did.
ahead and go over to Iceland.
Iceland. Gorgeous. Amazing.
I know. Keep
Just
saying it. Keep complimenting it.
a beautiful, just
Yes.
hippie, folky feel. It's
Yes.
a nice breath of fresh air.
Yes.
Will they qualify? I don't think so, and I am sad.
That's why
They
I
are
always
lovely.
I swear Iceland serves us some good, solid folky songs.
They're
We've
so
got here-
wholesome. I
Good,
love
good, solid folky songs. It's giving me like late 60s, early 70s kind of protest folk music. I love that sound. I adore the staging. I think the way they're styled harkens back to that late 60s, early 70s look. And the way they have the stage where they go to the split camera points that
Yes.
also brings through that look wonderfully. It's just, I don't know how anyone else, like, I don't know how do I phrase this? I want it to go through, but I am also cautious and I understand why it would not go through. And it just,
Yeah, very same boat. Like I would love to see Iceland go through. I really would. It's just it's followed by one of the biggest powerhouses that we have in this semi
Yeah.
and in this competition, hands down,
Yeah.
period. It's
yeah,
not done any favors there.
yeah. And again, like with Greece, that's the next one on here. Total powerhouse. Total powerhouse in the semi, total powerhouse in the contest. Striking, styled beautifully, staged beautifully. Everything about
Vocally
it is
gorgeous, visually arresting.
mhm,
Everything about Grace is right. Everything about
exactly.
Grace is right. I love it. I mean, Alicia's got to hear her from her rehearsals up to now. And I'm still jealous about it because she gets to hear all of it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with Amanda just representing Grace this year. She's done an amazing job. And I think, as young as she is, too, I think she will do amazing things in the final. And I think she'll do amazing things after Eurovision.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more with that statement. I just, everything about Greece is perfection there. And it, just following up, trying to come before Greece is going to always be a struggle with that sort of thing. Next up is Norway.
There's not much else to be said about Norway other than giving that wolf a banana, getting that yum yum. They're going through. There is nobody should be worried or questioning whether or not they are going through. Are they going to be given a lot of love by the jury? Probably not. But are the televoters going to give them all of the love? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I think this. Yeah, I agree with that there wholeheartedly. It's they've been doing the same choreography. They know their choreography. It's been going on for what?
They've taught people their choreography. We saw the announcers, the hosts yesterday on the turquoise carpet. They did the dance. They had everyone doing the dance. They know what they're doing. Their marketing is smart.
Yeah, it's a package that people are going to attach to. And with it being like yellow, you're going to remember yellow wolves. There's nothing that's going to make you forget that performance.
Spaceman, yellow wolves, and some banana ladies in the background. Yeah. They've got it.
All right. And then the last one is Armenia. This song it's grown on me so much.
I love Armenia.
It really has. And I like the effect they're going for where it's like the isolated room and the stage and like the paper on the wall, like it's notes she's written involving this breakup. I really do love Armenia. I don't know. I worry for it qualifying, but at the same time, I don't. It's like one of those other ones I can see coming anywhere between 8th and 12th.
That's fair placing. I love Armenia. I kind of did from the beginning. It's a very nice, just like soft, folky pop kind of deal that goes really well. I think a lot of people like the sound. The staging is kind of brilliant in that it harkens back to the music video of being up in the clouds. And you do see her like taking off some of the stuff with the notes and showing bits and pieces of lyrics or like the heart for Eurovision and everything. It looks amazing. It looks great. Will it qualify? I honestly don't know. But,
Oh, she had to dip.
She did have to dip.
Yeah. She's got to go. It looks like the press room is closing down.
Press centers looks like it's closing down. Yeah.
So, yeah.
But,
yeah.
Will Armenia qualify? I don't know if it will. It kind of depends on the mood of the night, honestly. Would I be happy if it qualified? Yes.
Yeah.
Would I be terribly sad if they didn't? Not terribly, because I could see it just not happening.
Oh, yeah. No, it's one of those things where, again, like I said, it can come anywhere between 8th and 12th. Like it can barely get in or barely get out. And there's been years before where the song that comes 11th came 11th by 1 point.
Yeah,
it's happened. There's a precedent for it, and I can see that happening there. So yeah, those are kind of our feelings about this first semifinal of Eurovision 2022. Okay, I don't know where that comment came through. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for joining us for the stream. We'll be back on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. We're going to try at 11 p.m., about maybe a little bit earlier than 11 p.m. Central European time. It's when we'll be streaming on Thursday. And yeah, so not Thursday. Oh my gosh, Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday.
Sorry.
Thursday's the
Wednesday.
semi too.
Yeah, Thursdays. Yes. So we'll be back Wednesday about 11 p.m. Central European time, maybe a little bit earlier than that. Just keep an eye out on like our Eurovision Fam YouTube channel, our Eurovision Fam Twitter account, Alicia's, Eurovision Twitter, and Alicia's
TikTok, Insta, YouTube, all of it. We're there.
Yeah, well, thank you guys so much for joining us. If you've never been over to the Eurovision Fam channel, this is maybe your first time tuning into us, definitely check out the Eurovision Fam YouTube channel. It's awesome. And I'm on the team, so I think it's awesome. And we do
fun content, a lot of fun stuff. You see Lily and Jordan just doing a great job covering everything from the American Song Contest to the build up to this year's Eurovision, which is finally happening this year. It's this week. It's this week. We're here.
I'm so excited for. I'm so excited for the show tomorrow. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and bye-bye.
Thank you.